So you're thinking about moving to River Ridge, Louisiana, but you want to learn a little bit more about it first before you make that big move. Well, you are in the right spot. Today I'm going to walk you through what River Ridge is all about on Google Maps, and we're going to get after it right now. Before we jump into my computer, I just want to really quickly introduce myself if you are new to our channel. My name is Riley, and my team and I have helped thousands and thousands of people just like you with their smooth move to New Orleans, to the greater New Orleans area, including River Ridge. So if this is you, whether you are wanting to move here in 9 days or 90 days, please go ahead and reach out to us. You can schedule a Zoom call with us. You can give us a call, or you can send us a text or an email, whatever is easiest for you, and we would love to help you with your smooth move to our beautiful state. All right, now let's go ahead and jump into my computer. Okay, so I have River Ridge highlighted for us right in this general area. It is kind of in between Kenner, Metairie, the Elmwood and Harahan areas along the Mississippi River. Now, to go over a couple quick distances that you guys are probably wondering about, the first being how to get to and from New Orleans and about how long does it take. So I would say, depending on where you live or where you might live in River Ridge, to hop on the Earhart Expressway right here and head on into downtown New Orleans area, which is going to be this general area. It's going to take about 20 minutes without too much traffic. Now, if you work in the CBD for work, or if you are going to work in the CBD for work, I would count on it being maybe a little bit closer to 30 minutes with rush hour traffic. Now, you're also probably wondering about the airport. The airport is right here in Kenner, but it's really funky. There's not an entrance over here right by River Ridge. The entrance is actually right over here by I-10. So you do have to go kind of like up and then around into the airport. So even though it's right there, it actually takes about 20 minutes or so to get to the airport from River Ridge. I think the GPS kind of starts it off from like the center of River Ridge and then on over. So about 20 minutes to downtown New Orleans, and about 20 minutes to the airport. Now, let's go ahead and clear that out and zoom on in so you can see what's going on. For the most part, River Ridge is a subdivision of New Orleans, which is mostly residential. So there is Jefferson Highway running right through the center of River Ridge, and that does have a few businesses on it, but for the most part, River Ridge is totally residential. So lots of homes of all different price points, all different sizes, but I want to show you what kind of businesses you'll find if you choose to live in this neighborhood. So there is a grocery store, Winn-Dixie. You have an elementary school, a hardware store, a seafood restaurant. Let's see, you have some banks, some more restaurants. You have a pizzeria, a Smoothie King, and a Starbucks. You have a Goodwill over here. Some fast food restaurants like McDonald's. It looks like there is a CVS and a Walgreens. You have a gym, a Planet Fitness, a Dollar General. Let's see. What else? We got some other schools right over here, right off of Jefferson Highway. Another pizza place, Domino's. There is a cafe and catering restaurant. There's some more schools. That's great. You have some options, lots of options. A Family Dollar store. You have some parks going on over here. The sheriff's office. So and then some of these other main roads, they're actually just like residential roads, even though they look on maps to be more like main roads. Really, the main road of River Ridge is going to be the one that I just went over right here. That's going to kind of like divvy you off into the different areas of this subdivision. One of my favorite things about this area is actually, if I could talk, going to be what looks to be like this little green line. It's basically a walking trail. You can see here if I zoom in close enough, the Mississippi River Trail. And it's so convenient to have this so close to where you live if you will end up living in River Ridge. I would love, when I lived in the Metairie area, I would come over to this side of town and I would hop on the Mississippi River Trail and go bike riding and go running and walking, put on a podcast or some music and just stroll along. And it really is so nice, especially on a nice day. And you can see some of the ends of these roads, like right here, it'll be like a little entrance to this trail. I believe there's some more as you go down. There's another one. So I think that's super convenient and super nice to have if you don't want to go to, let's say, a park, or if you just don't feel like walking or exercising around your neighborhood that day, you want to kind of get away and be along the Mississippi River. You have some beautiful views. You have the river on one side and then you have the homes on the other side. It's really a nice place to exercise. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this area? Okay, so if you are wanting to go shopping or maybe you want some more options of restaurants, Elmwood is right here, and Elmwood has so many great restaurants, places to shop. There's also a great gym in Elmwood, but if I zoom in close enough, you can see here, maybe that's a little too close. That's a little bit better. We have some restaurants and some fast food restaurants right along here. So Chick-fil-A, Buffalo Wild Wings. We have an Oyster House, Cane's, Chipotle. And then for shopping, we have Best Buy, Old Navy, TJ Maxx. There's a party store over here somewhere, the Home Depot, Hobby Lobby, like tons of options for shopping. Not even 5 minutes outside of your neighborhood if you choose to live in River Ridge. So that's very, very convenient. Tons of options when it comes to grocery stores as well, both inside your neighborhood and outside, like around the Harahan and Elmwood areas. And look how close you are to Airline Highway, which is Highway 61, right out here outside your neighborhood. And that will take you over to Kenner, like towards the airport, or towards New Orleans if you don't want to hop on the Earhart Expressway. It'll also lead you right to the Causeway, which if you need to go across the lake to the North Shore area, you can hop on Highway 61 or Airline Highway and right across the bridge. Let's see, I guess let me just zoom in a little bit closer for you so you can check out some proper, like what the neighborhoods really look like. As you can see, there's not tons and tons of large lots available. So if you're wanting a really large lot or like lots of acreage, I wouldn't recommend River Ridge for you personally, but it is a great neighborhood if you're just wanting kind of like that typical suburban neighborhood. River Ridge was actually rated number 2 of 19 in best places to raise a family in the whole parish, which includes Metairie and so on and Jefferson. It was also rated number 7 in 224 in best places to retire in Louisiana. I do know that there are a lot of retirees who live here, but there's also a lot of young people too. I have some friends who actually live in River Ridge and they're about in their 30s or so. What else can I tell you? The population, I want to say, is a little bit over 13,000, and it kind of has that like dense suburban feel to it. Let me kind of move you around a little bit so you can see. There's some cul-de-sac options if you enjoy living on cul-de-sacs. There's also, if you want to be a little bit closer to the river towards the end of the road, there's lots of options down here. Beautiful homes in that area. I used to stroll along the neighborhoods over in that area actually when I did live in Metairie. Let's come over here and zoom in a little bit for you over here. As you can see, the properties are pretty close together, but you do have enough space. Personally, I know from picturing it and being in this neighborhood, there is a bit of space. It's just not lots of acreage and stuff like that that's available. Google Maps kind of makes everything look small, but things are a little bit more spread out than how it's looking on Google Maps. And there's the border right there for us. There's a couple more views for you. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it when it comes to River Ridge. It's mostly just residential, which is amazing. Some people really, really enjoy that and not having too much going on right in their neighborhood. It's kind of nice to have everything at a little bit of a distance. So, and I mean, you have the hustle bustle of New Orleans in the French Quarter only 20 to 30 minutes away, and yet you're set aside in this very quaint, very like lush greenery, lots of beautiful oak trees going on in River Ridge. Kind of set outside. You're close to the city, but you're not like in the hustle bustle of it all. So I really enjoy that style of living. But anyway, that pretty much wraps up the Google Map portion of this video. Okay, I really hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you were able to learn something new about River Ridge. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button. It definitely helps out our channel, including this video. And if you would like to continue to learn more about the greater New Orleans area, such as River Ridge, then go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified whenever we upload new videos. And like I said at the beginning of this video, whether you are moving here in 9 days or 90 days, go ahead and reach out to us. You can send us a text or an email. You can give us a call, or you can schedule a Zoom call with us, and we would love to help you with your smooth move to River Ridge, to New Orleans, or really anywhere in the state of Louisiana. All right, now let's go ahead and roll with some footage that we got of River Ridge.